I don't really have a plan as to how I'm going to turn a sheet cake into wedding cake, but I thought it would be a fun, crazy idea. I accidentally dropped this one on the floor when I went to buy it at the grocery store, and they were like, oh no, don't worry, I'll get you a new one. I was like, no, it's okay. They were very confused as to why it was okay that I had an all damaged and smudged birthday cake. But I figure I'm gonna scrape off the icing anyway, so why throw it out? My goal is, at the end of this, to have a really stunning wedding cake, like an expensive wedding cake. Oh, it's all yellow. There's like barely any white. Oh my God. I don't know if we're gonna be able to use much of this icing because it's all colored. I might have to just use extra white icing. But I was thinking wedding cakes are like the most extravagant cake there is. Like if you're gonna, like they always are the most expensive, the most extravagant. And I thought, what is the least extravagant? And that's like a slab birthday cake at a grocery store. So can you take one and turn it into the other? So this is the only bit of white icing. The rest is colored, which I'm surprised. I thought there was only like a little bit of colored icing in these things, but apparently a lot of it is. And I don't know who leveled these cakes, because like, look at this corner. Look at how much lower it is from this corner. My thought is I'm gonna try to cut out 6-inch rounds and 8-inch rounds if I can get that out of it. This is supposed to be a 9x13. This is 8 inches. So clearly that's not 9 inches. I was hoping that I can get that out of it, corner to corner, but I can't. This is definitely becoming a bigger challenge. But you know what? It's okay. I'm not afraid of a little bit of a challenge. It's gonna be fine. Okay, that works. Definitely a lot smaller than I wanted it to go, but hey, maybe this is better, because before, if I cut it out of the corner, I'd have these droopy cornered edges, because all of their edges are very droopy. Whereas this, it's gonna be a lot straighter. I don't have that much experience making wedding cakes. I've made a few. I know a little bit about making wedding cakes, but like, this is probably the 3rd wedding cake I've ever made. Oh no, no, stop it, stop it. And sure, that one doesn't do it. Hopefully I'm cutting straight. I feel like I was going on an angle there. Oh my God, it's gonna be the worst if I go to stack these and they're like, the cake scraps, I'm thinking about making like little parfaits with them. I feel like this is a craft project, but with cake.
Can you feed me? I don't want to get my hands
No,
sticky.
I'm not gonna feed you.
But I don't want to get my hands sticky.
No, you gotta come in frame.
Don't want me to come on camera for it.
Come. Oh. This is not my job. Take a good bite. There you go. I'm trying to make a cake. Why is this the only tier where it ripped off? I got that cake and that cake to make a tier. And then I've got this cake and this cake. So I've got this small cake board because when you tier cake, you need to have the structure in it so that way it doesn't fall apart and get all droopy on you. So I'm gonna put this one on here so I can start crumb coating it and fill it on this one. Because in between these 2 layers, I want to do like a really yummy filling in each cake that's gonna have a different flavor. And I'll decorate this one on its final cake board. I'm gonna use a big one because it's gonna be easier when I go to smooth out the cake, even though it seems like super large and extra. And to make sure the fillings don't squeeze out of it, I've got all this extra icing I took off the cake that I can create this moat to kind of hold it all in. I'm just really hoping that these cakes don't slide around because I've got like a custard and strawberry filling. Like custard is very soft, almost like pudding, so I can see it wanting to slide. And then the other layer, I'm doing a lemon curd with fresh raspberry. So both of them are gonna be like slippery icing. So everything is just like not gonna wanna hold the structure, which typically you need a wedding cake too. I really think that those flavors are gonna work and it's gonna add to the cake. There's not much I could do with the flavors because obviously it's just like a vanilla cake and vanilla icing, but at least that's gonna add that, like, I don't know, I find like fresh fruit in cakes help amp up the flavors, and then the cream and everything, just because wedding cakes always have, I don't know, I feel like more special flavors than just vanilla. I'm still using the icing that came on the cake that I had scraped off, trying to crumb coat it, trying to fill it, trying to do as much as I can with that. I was hoping I could ice this entire cake with that icing, but like they were mighty skimpy on that icing. This no longer looks like a grocery store cake, right? We've got a pretty nice, tall, I like the height because like wedding cakes always have that height to them. I'm so thankful that I awkwardly asked the cashier if they sell extra icing on the side because they do, and this whole tub was like 11 bucks. And I'd be completely screwed right now because this would end up being a naked wedding cake because I did not have enough icing. Not at all. Enough to like fill it, enough to crumb coat it, but I need more to ice it. So I'm gonna do the top tier, this like kind of pink, but with like a little purple undertone to it. And then the bottom tier, I wanna do like a dark navy. Getting dark colors is so hard and you have to add so much food coloring. So I'm gonna see how dark I can go. Really feeling these colors. I think they're gonna look nice together. I just didn't wanna do, well actually, not I did. Kevin didn't wanna do the classic wedding color, which is just like white with flowers. He's like, that's too easy. Let's try to do like a trendy, modern, different wedding cake.
Yeah, white's so boring and overdone.
It's just like a classic wedding cake, but it does make this more of like a dramatic difference from like the white slab cake. So that's what we're doing. Now I just need to try to like perfectly ice them before I tier them. I haven't tiered a cake in years. I wanna say years. I don't remember the last time I tiered a cake. I think I made a video of tiering a cake and that's probably the last time I tiered because I don't make tiered cakes. My goal is just to ice the cake perfectly smooth, or as smooth as I can get it without going crazy. These are like bubble tea straws, and this is what you can use to tier cake. You can also use dowels, and I'm not gonna use a lot because the cake is really light, so I think I'm only gonna use 3. And you just have to stick them down into the cake, cut it level. And now, since that cake has a cake board underneath it, that little silver one that I did, once I've tiered it, the weight is gonna be on the tea straws and on the cake board, and not on the cake itself, not on this cake, so it's not gonna like collapse. Kevin, this is your fault. This is your fault. I was like, see how unlevel this one is? Usually I cut all 3 at the same time, the same height. He's like,
yeah, but you've had problems getting them level that way. You usually cut them too short.
I'm like, but then they're all the same height. I don't wanna do this at all. I hate tiering cakes for these reasons. Usually when you do it with fondant, you can kind of, if you put your hand on it, it's no big deal. Or even buttercream, you put your hand on it, you can kind of smooth it back out. If I touch this when I go to tier it, my whole handprint is just gonna be smushed into the cake and it's gonna be impossible to repair. I'm gonna drop it. I'm gonna drop it, Kevin. Why am I so nervous? I feel like I've built it up. I've built it up too much. Kevin, don't make noises. Kevin! It's a little off-centered. I think I need to fix the centeredness of it, but like, not bad. Who tiers a cake with whipped icing? This little envelope was $60 for gold leaf. I have never worked with gold leaf before, but I thought it would look stunning with this cake. So we're gonna figure this out together because I have no idea how to work with it, but it's just super expensive. I had no idea it was that costly. I think you're just supposed to like stick it on the cake. And I've seen some people do it with like paintbrushes. I've seen other people just like, you know, they just kind of like dab it onto the cake. Dab, 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 dab. Maybe I should test this on just like buttercream on the table before I start like smashing it against my cake. Oh, see, that kind of worked. First time doing gold leaf and I'm already a master. Okay, I'm obsessed with the gold leaf, and apparently there's like $2. We like added up. There's about $2 of the gold leaf on there, so that's not too bad. And I bought the orchid and these roses to be able to do flowers on it. I'm really sad that we're gonna chop the orchid up, but I feel like it's gonna be really pretty and then it'll just rebloom. With fresh flowers, anytime that I've worked with them, you have to be careful because obviously it's a plant, and usually when they grow stuff like this, they use pesticides, and you don't wanna just stick that right into the cake. So what I've learned is you're supposed to snip them nice and short and then cover it in this floral tape, and that's gonna help protect it. It's not that sticky, but it's like as you pinch it tight, it sticks to itself. See? Pretty. And then you just get to stick them into the cake. So I'm gonna do the rest of these and then put them all onto the cake. Hi there, I just sent over a picture of a cake I wanted quoted. Yep, it's that one. Okay, awesome, thank you so much, appreciate it. Okay, bye. $450, my grocery store cake is worth $450. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. Please like and subscribe because this was a lot of work. And without further ado, here's the grocery store wedding cake.